Warning, this podcast contains language not suitable for children and some adults.
You're in a haunted Victorian-era city, trapped inside a wall of lightning powered by demon blood. Your game master for Blades in the Dark is Sean Cruz. Now,
Come along for the ride of your life.
Hello and welcome to our fourth episode of Oops, We Broke the Multiverse. I'm your host, Anthony O'Neill, and maybe one of these episodes I won't fuck up the intro. To my right, as always, is Sean Cruz. Across the table from me is Anthony Gaba, and we have not only one special guest who is amazing and talented and beautiful, Anne-Marie Cruz, but we have a second one as well. We have Floyd Sumner in the house. Floyd, tell us who you are. Tell us why you're here.
Call the police. Well, I'm here at the request of Sean Cruz and here to participate in this most exciting adventure that's going to happen today. So, who am I? I am an artist friend of Sean Cruz's, and how much stuff do you guys want to know about me? You know, I don't
Plug
wanna give away
yourself.
too much.
Give yourself a plug.
Plug
now.
myself. I am currently working on the upcoming Garbage Pail Kids set for Tops. It will be the vacation set, due to be released this September, I believe. And also working on an Ultraman trading card set. And I do just crazy monster art, and you'll love it.
And you get a beautiful bass voice, so. you know,
Why, thank you.
welcome to the podcast. I was
Just straight up gravel.
Yeah.
I love
I
it.
could do another one like this if you'd like.
no, go to the other one. Go to the other one. That one was making
Okay.
me moist.
Well, that's my radio voice, so, you know, I try to use it when I get the opportunity. So
All right.
that's me.
Do you have an Instagram?
I do have an Instagram, however, I don't use it that often, but I believe it is The Real Floydman at Instagram. I'm also on Facebook. My website is www.planetfstudios.com, and you can get fabulous merchandise from my store, which is planetf.storeenvy.com.
Boom.
Nice.
That's quite the plug right there.
It's a big.
All right. Welcome, both of you. Welcome, the three of us. Welcome, me. Sean, we are at the halfway mark. We are midway, to Japan and America. I don't know. Midway Islands? I fucking take it away, dude.
Geography's hard.
Yeah. Are we halfway through the campaign?
Episode 4.
I don't know, listener. What do you think? Have you had enough of it yet?
Oh, we forgot one plug.
If I didn't scare them off yet.
Yeah.
We forgot one plug. Special shout out to our Patreon supporters. As always, we couldn't do this without you, so thank you very much for being our Patreon supporter. Now you can take it away, Sean.
Yeah. Well, we had another big, kind of milestone, 500 followers on Instagram. Thank you to each and every one. We're going to thank you by name right now, starting with A, Alice Admiral, and then B, no, I'm kidding.
A. Aaron Aronson.
A. Aaron Aronson. Yeah. No, thank you, everyone, for your support. It's been really cool. And this is, as of the date, before the first episode even came out. So lots of cool traction going on there. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Mom.
There you go. All right, so let's talk about last time. Let's recap episode 3. So the crew had some downtime. They indulged their vices. Some picked up new skills, new weapons, new venereal diseases. They went back to the dockers to collect their pay. And, well, the dockers weren't happy with them because, well, there were no girls, right? The dockers were trying to steal away part of that group of the girls and give the rest to the hive. Well, there were none to take. So now all of the girls are missing. The dockers are pretty upset. So they offered Silent but Deadly a new deal. Go get half the girls' bag, bring them the strong box from Eldrin Pritchard's office, and, they won't kill them or tell the hive what happened. Silent but Deadly, they returned 4 of the girls to the dockers. The other 4 are still out there somewhere. But if they do that, the dockers will cover for them, and they'll take the heat from the hive. In exchange, they get to live, and they get to keep Francis the Mute, who they is now part of the crew, I guess, huh?
Yeah, he's our little buddy now.
He's our cohort.
Yeah.
He can't hear, he can't see, he can't speak.
He's basically
He's-
useless.
No,
It's multiplying.
he's mute.
Yeah.
He's just mute.
His name is Francis the Mute.
I mean, obviously not the best mute. I mean,
Yeah.
I would have preferred the little Asian girl from The Boys, but Francis is fine too.
So, all right, Silent but Deadly, they accepted the terms. They head out to the pleasure barge. It's a very high-end brothel that sails on the waters of bright stone canals every night. And on the barge, they find Eldrin in his office. The girls were going, he tells them everything after, you'll have to listen to the episode. It's some weird shit goes on in that office. The smell alone. So the girls were going to, he tells them the son of Lord Strangford, who's part of the city council. He's the highest of the high. Lord Strangford, he runs the Leviathan Hunters. He owns those ships. So he's a very, 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 very powerful man. And he has a very, very, very spoiled son named Billy. Billy wanted the girls. Billy apparently has been buying these girls for years and doing horrible things to them.
Billy
so
bad.
the more they scream, the more they beg, the harder he comes. So he tells them that Billy can be found at the docks, at the boxing rings. He never misses a fight. He said, look for a guy named Grist, and he can point the kid out to you. That's where we left off. And so now we join our... Man, it's like over each episode, I kind of lean the other way. But they're scoundrels. They're assholes at the end of the day. And they're at their hideout. We're gonna go through their downtime now. So remember, after every score in Blades in the Dark, you're going to go through your downtime. And the first part of that is the payoff. The crew has earned some rep for this job.
So payoff. The crew earned two rep per score, which is good. They also earned an additional rep because it was a high tier target.
Mm-hmm.
So they got 4 coin because they stole that strong box. And they didn't have any entanglements this time because they're not really hitting a wanted level yet.
Well,
So they did take some heat. It was a high profile, well connected target. And they also got 1 heat because it happened on hostile turf, on an opponent's turf. And they're not at war. They didn't kill anybody this time. Good job, guys.
Yeah, that was boring though.
Yeah. All right.
something's missing.
Yeah.
Now in downtime, we go to the crew gets to do some downtime activities that could include training, indulging their vices, recovering from injury, whatever. So let's go around the table, ladies first, and let's talk about what you did during your downtime.
All right, so Fortuna, me, I'm ravaged with guilt having to return half these girls. So I'm trying to get at least some of them pretty well established, I think, in the Duskfall a little bit, trying to figure out hey, besides being a complete whore and slave, what are you good at?
Well, technically, we never brought any other girls back. It was just the 4 that were already there.
Yeah. So currently,
Well, no, you said you brought 4 back.
and
Oh, okay.
yeah.
You guys said you
Yeah,
did.
so we brought 4. So I'm we still have to do another 4.
Whichever one of them's really struggling with
Yeah.
speaking common.
I'm listen, you're maybe the right path is the path you're on. And we can correct it later down the road once we
Miss Fortuna, what is whore? Is that what I am?
Oh. So, all right, to my good deeds, please. Good deeds. Not how terrible I am right now. Some of them established themselves as pretty good cooks. So I got them, in a kitchen, making their own livable wages, spreading some good food cheer, happy feelings, hey, look, another way you can get a man is through their stomach. Yeah? Yeah, delicious. Right, food. So also that was me trying to reduce heat, so that way we don't look like a bunch of assholes. We still do, just not total dicks, right?
Not publicly.
Lovable assholes.
Galaxy Quest or Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy, whatever.
Yeah.
Never surrender. Mixing it all up.
By Grabthaw's hammer.
So also it kind of helps me train, and I'm doing a I don't know, like a training thing for like my swaying corn store or whatever. So I'm like adding a dash onto that, and I can only like train one time per downtime. So trying to like somehow convince these whores and slaves to do something better. So
And people take notice of that, and so you're starting to get a little bit of loyalty at each of these spots, right? Where maybe they won't snitch on you if they see you doing some shady shit.
yeah, and these girls will listen to me. Otherwise, they're gonna be one of the chosen ones to go back, right?
So because of that, you're going to reduce some heat.
Yes, which let's see, reduce heat is reduce the heat as a crew and roll your action. Reduce heat according to the result level.
Yeah, and I've got the results right here, so go ahead and roll your die.
And the results are in.
So 1 through 3, it reduces 1 heat. 4, 5 reduces 2 heat. A 3 or a 6 will
Reduce 3.
reduce 3.
Is
Yeah.
it just like a 1 dice thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just double checking. I got a 1. I did it, guys.
Oh, sorry. We did that wrong. You'll have to cut that out. But you're going to pick what it is out of your stats.
That's what I was thinking.
So
It's
like you were trying, is this consort? Is it,
I
what
feel
is
like
it?
it's consort sway.
So then you get the number of dice, and a crit,
So
if you
that's
roll a crit,
2.
which is 2 matching 6s, you'll reduce 5 heat.
Ooh.
Aha!
Right.
Tell them what else they've won.
I get a dice, you get a dice. So if I use my sway or consort, it's 2 dice, since that's like what I'm good at anyways. Thank goodness. I still got the 1 and a 6.
So you got a 6, which is you get to reduce 3 heat.
Not bad.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. We're down to 2 heat now.
2 heat.
Out
So
of a
Silent
possible
but Deadly
9.
for their exploits have actually are going under the radar. Nice.
All right. I'm good. I'm a little sweaty, but I'm good.
And Avarice, of course, during his downtime is going to train a little bit of his prowess so he can get a little bit better with a sword. And he's going to visit Nerix in the Old Pleasure District to relieve some stress. He knocked that out of the park. He wasn't that stressed.
it out of
He knocked it out of the park. He didn't need that much stress relief, but he got just the amount. So he didn't overindulge and just become this pussy-hungry, like, vampire monster. He got just the right amount of stress relieved. Not too much, extra went into it. It was just a quick in and out, bang, bang, kiss, kiss.
Okay.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah, Nerix, she told me you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah.
Just you.
Just
You
me.
enjoyed yourself.
No.
I'm taking you to church right now, baby. Oh, God.
Oh, right there in that spot.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted that spot for a while. Too bad.
Okay. And Mr. X.
Mr. X is in his laboratory yet again, doing his long-term project, trying to find just that right special poison.
There you go.
He's got copper tubes. Everything's aflame. He's got chemicals going left and right.
Beaker and Bunsen
Yep, exactly.
I imagine
burner.
Mr. X in his little office, like, hand drawing a certificate doctorate to put on his walls.
Right next
Be
to
like,
Fortuna's
I'm a-
core resume.
It's like, you know what? I am a doctor.
I got
There it
3
is.
wet holes. Is that what you wrote on there?
I believe so.
Or are you
Yeah.
talking about my real resume?
No, your real one.
Still in his office. Okay.
Well, please don't.
Cool.
Thanks. It's my only copy.
So that's our downtime, and we'll meet the group back at the Sin Bin,
Thin bin.
which is their hideout, which is a very dilapidated tower with
Plenty
lots
glory
of
holes.
glory holes poked in it. And yeah, we join our crew there.
All right, guys. Here we are again. Don't mind me. I'm just going to go insert myself into one of the holes.
You cannot have a conversation with us and still put your dick in the hole.
Says fucking who?
Me.
Well, don't look then. Just turn your back.
It's a small space.
It's
It's nothing to. It's just the draft.
It
and
is
then
raining outside, and I need to get clean.
oh my! That's how you. That's how you cleanse yourself afterwards.
That's how
It's called
yeah.
a washcloth in a basin. Like use a Bunsen burner, heat up some water with some warm water. I'm sure he has soap. Do you have borax or anything like that?
Isn't that ant poison? Why would I use that on my special bits?
Oh, you.
Have
My
you seen
penis.
where you've
Oh.
been?
Ignorant pirate hunter. No, borax is a type of soap. Also can be used to create slime.
I thought it was fucking. Anyways,
Could be used for ant poison too.
really?
Yeah.
You mix it with cornstarch or some shit like that.
The more you know.
Used to be 20 Mule Team Borax, but you guys are way too young for that.
Yeah. I guess so. Anyways, fine. I guess I won't get clean today. I'll just walk around smelling like Nyrix. Let's talk about our last score and what we're gonna do now. We have a name, we have a location.
Lord Billy douchebag McBillison. Yeah.
Is Billy short for Billiam?
Sure.
His dad named him Maxabillion. Billy for short.
Yeah.
Billy. So, where are the fights located? Apparently, that's where we're going to meet Grist.
The fights are located on the docks. Friendly turf.
It's like the only friendly turf, and we
Yeah.
barely squeeze by without pissing them off. So, do we need to grab the other 4 ladies before we send them over there, or can we go to the ring first?
Well, so the fights at the docks happen once a week. It's a big event. It's very crowded. I mean, you're sneaky folks. You could probably, you don't know all the dockers. You really just know the 5.
That's true. You said there was a committee of 10, and we only met 5 of them. We never got to hear from Fong, though.
Fong?
Yeah, he was the little Asian man that was in the group of 5, and you never did a voice for him.
I didn't.
Secret Asian man.
So, yeah, there's 10 of them, but they're kind of quiet. Why is that? It's weird, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
Never asked about
I
Fong.
suppose, they say that in a business meeting, the ones who aren't talking are probably the decision makers. The others are the mouthpieces. So, who knows, man?
We need to go.
Foreshadowing.
Fong.
We need to give them the contents of that box so they'll leave us alone.
Okay.
Ooh.
That sounds good. We also needed to bring them like 8 girls.
We already brought them 4, so you only bring 4 more.
We need to bring 4 girls.
I don't know where they're at.
I do.
She does.
They're knitting a sweater for her as we speak. It just says thank you.
I
and there's
wash-
a unicorn on it.
I washed my hands of this and went to go find Nyrix.
Thank you, Mama Fortuna.
Rex, you're gonna help me. Mr. X, you're gonna help me. We're all gonna grab a whore, lady, and we're all just gonna do it. We made this bed. We all have to do it.
I wanted to just shut the door. If you remember in episode 2, I just wanted to shut the door and walk away.
No, you didn't.
And just fuck over his multiverse that he's made for us. Spent so much time planning.
All right.
Well, now you get a whore, and you get a whore,
I'll take
and I
2.
get a whore.
So, I'm just gonna leave the cream of the crop here, and I'm gonna go ahead and maybe pick like the D students, the F students, the ones who wouldn't pass high school, and grab those.
Are you grading them as potential future hookers?
She gave them
Yes.
aptitude tests.
Yeah.
The ones that are supposed to be janitors. She's like, yep, whore.
A really good blowjob, and it was on his knee.
There's nothing wrong with being a janitor. Someone needs to clean up. These fools aren't. So
Yeah. So let's
It's a
take our-
custodial engineer, by the way, not a janitor.
shut up.
Let's put these whores on chairs and just kind of carry them back like Spanakopita. Venture Brothers is not a
Opa!
sponsor.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and slither into some of those spots that we smuggled them and grab them along with the trunk full of goodies.
Not my goodies.
And
Okay.
then can we just do a quick drop off?
Yeah, so you bring the 4 girls. The dockers have set up. You set up a meetup with them, and you drop the girls off
At the
in the
Harry
strong
Hatchet
box at the Harry Hatchet wound.
Yeah, I feel really awkward and bad, so I just don't want to stick around and see their hearts shatter and then their tears.
Especially
They
since you
understand
know-
that. They had 2 guys meet up with you to wrangle the girls. And you mentioned that, and they're like, okay, she wants us to be very like kid gloves with this, and they're like, come here, whores, we're gonna try you out right now, and they take you into the heriatric.
I think it's even worse now that we know exactly where they're going and what they're going to be going through.
Yeah.
Well, if the quicker we get to Billy and stop it, the quicker they'll.
So we need to get to Grist. Is
the
what you're saying.
greater good.
The greater
Grist.
good.
The greater good. So, all right.
Quickly,
so
quickly.
You didn't? Did you take anything out of the strong box, or did you straight up give it to him as you got it?
Did we? Yeah, we searched the strong box. We definitely did. See if there's anything that we needed to see.
Right. Well, you found a lot of jewelry, odd-looking jewelry, very exquisite jewelry, and billfolds and things like that. There was nothing like you're like, wow, the Holy Grail. But this was very unique
Thankfully.
stuff. Probably very rare. Probably very expensive.
Close your eyes. Whatever
it
you
was
do,
like-
don't open them.
Wasn't it 4 coin total?
Yes.
Is what it was worth.
Yeah.
Okay.
A month's wages.
And this arbitrary money system.
Right. John Harper's like, fuck it.
He's like, fuck you.
I'm not going to figure out a whole money system. Who am I, Tolkien? Fuck you.
You want a corn dog? Just grab a corn
Well,
dog.
yeah,
You gotta
man.
pay for it.
Yeah.
It's ingenious.
So one of the items that were in the strong box you found out was Finn's wedding ring. Finn's the old guy, and that's why they wanted it. They don't care about any of the other shit. They just wanted Finn's wedding ring. His wife's been dead a long time. So Finn gives you back 3 coin worth of it.
So his one ring.
His ring was like not worth anything, really.
Okay.
It was just sentimental to him.
So we gain. We'll just mark off a coin and keep it there.
Yes, and you are a little more palsy now with the Dockers because they have, you've made good on your promises, and so they also tell you, hey, we've let Grist know you're coming, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I thought Avarice was gonna make him pull the wedding ring off his dick or something.
No.
I'm like, fuck you guys, you can go.
What would that? What would I do that to my moneymaker?
I mean, that
come
was
on.
really sweet of him. Like, I just want my wedding ring. Like my useless, it's got like a speck for a diamond.
Well, he should have
Nothing.
spent it on a whore then.
I was hoping you'd make that connection. Why do the whores have it? If your wife meant so much, you asshole. Everybody in this town is such a piece of shit.
Well, you said that she was dead, so maybe he was a little lonely.
But Finn, who, he's super into you guys now. I think you've earned yourself a little cheerleader now in the Dockers. As
that
it pertains
improve-
to Silent but Deadly, you're okay by him.
Would that improve our status with them in the dock?
Yes. Yes. So in Blades in the Dark, right, you've got the other factions. You've got your status with them. So, yeah, you definitely increase there with the Dockers.
Okay.
So how are we gonna get into this fight? Are we gonna use Francis as our stand-in fighter?
Why not me? I mean, Hilaire.
Oh, well, so there are posters all over the docks on the sides of buildings about this fight. This is a big fight.
Oh, you can just
Okay.
show up and watch a fight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
okay,
weekly
okay.
Yeah.
event. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no...
Well, I thought it was like underground. Like
Okay.
you gotta know the know
So-
to get in.
So...
Question.
Flashback.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
I am actually one of the competitors in this fight, and I've been training for it for a while.
Okay, let me tell you what the fight is
Is
before
it-
you go
wait,
and do that.
Cock?
No,
dog?
this is it's cock dogs actually.
Cock dog.
So this is actually a big fight that a lot of people are very excited to see. It's Boxcar Bob versus Three Tooth Jack, and Three Tooth Jack is the best bare knuckle boxer in Duskful. However, he has always said, "The day I lose my last tooth is the day I quit." So he's pretty much undefeated throughout his career. And this fight, everybody's like, oh shit, he's only got 3 left. Because, he used to be like fucking a dozen tooth Jack. And now he's just down to the 3. Some thought they'd never live to see the day. But yeah, so there's a lot more Dockers. Usually Dockers are the ones who come to see these fights, and everybody in Crow's Foot and all those neighborhoods. This is one of the best forms of entertainment in Duskful for, well, not much money. So yeah, it's a big time fight. It's those two that are fighting.
Okay. And there's no way that I could like pass off as the other one that's not Three Tooth Bob.
Boxcar Bob
Boxcar.
and Three Tooth Jack. That's
Yeah.
the fight. It's Tyson versus Holyfield tonight.
Well, you could pull out his teeth and force him to retire.
Now Boxcar Bob,
That's fucked
he's
up.
what he's got going for him. He's not as good of a fighter, but he's fucking crazy. You know, they call him Boxcar Bob because, well, that's where he lives. Only comes out to fight. So
Here's
a lot of things that happen at this, and what Billy's doing there is everybody gambles. This is the lottery for these poor people, right? So
Right.
you go there and like, oh, dude, it's gonna be Three Tooth Jack. Everybody's betting on Jack. Hell yeah. Maybe there's side bets. Is he gonna lose a tooth tonight? Is he gonna fucking just kill Boxcar Bob? Like what? So there's all these side bets happening, and Grist is the guy you go see if you want to place a bet.
You always place the bet on the underdog, right?
yeah.
Win more money that way.
So like here's my plan. I'm planning on like trying to get myself in there, and the only way I see this possible is to like sabotage Sidecar Bob, like maybe like blow out his knee.
Are you just dead set on fighting?
Oh yeah, I just really want to fight fucking Three Tooth Jimbo. Jack Johnson. What's his name?
Three Tooth Jack.
Okay.
Here's a pencil, you fuck. Write it down. His name is 5-Piece Sam.
Pardon me, audience, while I write this down. Important names.
11 herbs and spices
3
Sanders.
Tooth Bob.
No.
No,
Wow.
no, it's
Wow.
Jack.
He's been here 10 minutes and he knows more than you do.
Fuck off. Sidecar,
Want to join?
and it's Sidecar Bob.
Boxcar Bob. There's
Motherfuck.
alliteration in it.
Create better names, maybe.
Side piece Sally.
It's Vespa Jim.
There's posters everywhere. Are you dyslexic?
Yeah. So what I'm planning is basically like a what's that one movie? Not Lock, Stock, and Three Smoking Barrels, but the other one where they have to switch a body.
Snatch.
Yep.
Oh, of course.
So much Guy Ritchie references
Yeah.
in this whole thing for me. I'm
Episode with
sorry.
the Guy Ritchie.
Bleeding over. Oh, and he's a piker too.
Yeah.
He's actually fighting for a new boxcar for his ma.
We got another fighter for you.
Fucking pikeys.
Anyways, so that's what I want to do in my flashback.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh my Christ! All right, so I
Hold
want to.
on. I didn't realize we were in a flashback. Diddly.
Thank you.
Yes.
We did that 10 minutes ago.
Yes.
Yeah, but then he fucking couldn't even get the names going, and then he said something that was like irrelevant.
Fuck off. Here's what I'm doing. So
Yeah. Flashback.
in my flashback, right? I have Darmit, a blue coat.
Well, hold on. I'm sorry. You don't have to flashback if we're not in action.
Okay,
You can
fine.
just say I did this.
Okay, fine. I'm not taking any fucking stress. Jesus Christ. We can edit around this, right? So I don't seem like such a fucking idiot. We can if I drop like,
But will we?
Slide him $20.
yeah,
We'll see how it sounds.
2 coin.
2 coin. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I injured Sidecar Bob, and now I'm aimed to like replace him. It's not rail car. It's Boxcar Bob.
Railcar Randy.
We know this because I wrote it down
In your dream journal,
in my dream journal.
put
So,
little birdies on it. Mm-hmm. Put a bird on it.
okay, so you're wanting.
Parland.
Okay. So, that's great. All right, now. So
Only
you're
a little bit. If you turned up the headphones, we would have heard it. But
so your flashback, just to be clear, is that you are hurting the fighter before the fight.
yeah,
You're hurting a fighter, a bare knuckle boxer, before the fight.
yes.
Okay.
With stolen drugs from me, probably.
You're going to try to hurt this guy who's okay.
You keep emphasizing that, like I'm.
You
not
know
a
what my
fighter
warning
myself.
shots look like and sound like, right? Okay.
It's usually you repeat the same fucking thing 3 times, like you have OCD, and then like, okay, let's see you do that.
Yeah. Just making sure. Okay. So all right, you do it.
All right, it's time for a shot.
Break time.
Play my fucking commercial.
He's already pissed.
Play my commercial. Pause it. I don't give a fuck. Shot time. While our players are getting their shots, let me tell you about our Patreon. We love making content for you, and we would love to keep doing this forever. If you become a Patreon supporter, you'll receive extra bonus content and tons of other goodies. Just search for Oops, We Broke the Multiverse podcast on Patreon to become a member. Thank you for your support. Now let's rejoin our heroes as they break another multiverse. My panties are untwisted. Welcome back. And of course he's recording already, so... Yeah.
I need editing room.
Well, for what? We are perfect in every single way. Especially me, more than the rest of you.
So now the Dockers have all 8 whores back, right?
Yes.
So they're paid in full.
Well, 8 of 16, but
Well, they're gonna figure out how to. Basically, they took a loss from the Hive job. So, all right.
Well, they got a whole bucket full of treasure as well. So
True.
well, no, they gave most of it back.
No, you gave most of it. What are you talking about?
Well, you said that he just wanted his wedding ring.
Oh no,
Yeah.
they
And
gave
then
it
they
back
us,
to you.
Yeah, they gave us
Yeah.
3 treasure.
Yeah.
Or whatever coin.
Okay, so you're going to head to the fight, right?
Well, yeah, I have to.
And Avarice.
oh my.
Okay.
Yes.
It's no longer, Three-Tooth Jack versus Boxcar Bob.
He's learning.
It's the learning machine. It's now Three-Tooth Jack versus... they gave me a new name because they're like, we're not going to call you Avarice. That's stupid.
No. You took out the guy, but you haven't arranged with Grist to be the fighter.
Yeah.
So
True.
you have to go find
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So
That is
anyway,
true.
all right. So before we go, though, we need to do your loadout, and then you need to tell me exactly what you're trying to do in this job. So what is your goal?
Kidnapping.
Kidnapping.
What? Why? Who?
Billy.
But Billy's not there, is he? I thought we were just talking to Grist.
We have to go talk to Grist to figure out where Billy is.
Oh, yeah. So information gathering would be a better...
Well, okay, info gathering with the eventual result of kidnapping.
Yeah.
So what is your loadout? We'll start with Mr. X.
The usual. Blowgun, bombs, sleeping powder. Something to make people trip balls.
Okay.
Maybe a light paralytic?
I could add that in there.
Yeah.
Fortuna.
That's me. The usual, my blade fan, my hairpin that's poisoned with. Do you have like a faster working sleep powder or something? Or poison that,
I mean, I can make a liquid that you put in a drink.
paralyzes? Okay. Could I have like a perfume bottle with a liquid that could essentially paralyze him or something?
Oh, you want like an aerosol spray?
Sure. That sounds fun, doesn't it? Does that sound fun, guys?
Oh, sounds like a fun guy.
Does it smell like chloroform?
Yes. Oh, yeah. So can you get me chloroform? That's
Well-
perfect.
Chloroform takes a while to activate. It takes like 4 minutes for someone to actually pass out.
All right, I'm down. Whatever. Great.
Does it really? And how do you know this?
In real life, yeah, it actually does take quite a while for someone to pass out from chloroform.
Yeah, well, in the movies, it's quick, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that we're in a movie.
Movie rules.
Cinnamon?
Movie rule.
And Avarice.
Oh, light loadout.
Light loadout.
Yeah, just light.
So
Light.
we've got to figure out your plan, right? You have to choose assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, transport.
Probably social again.
Social.
That's going to be negotiate, bargain, or persuade. But if you're trying to kidnap somebody, you're either going to be doing assault or transport.
But we're not kidnapping somebody yet. He's thinking of the next
no.
job after this one. that we're
This
currently-
job right here is pretty easy. We're just going to go talk to somebody. There's
Yeah.
there's nothing else doing it. Like,
But it's all in the same area.
he knows he's going to give us information. We don't have to punch it out of him or
Yeah.
sex it out of him.
Okay.
Here's hoping, guys.
We just convinced him.
So social. All right. So we have to do your engagement roll now. So you get 1 die just for sheer luck. And does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or anything? Not necessarily. As a matter of fact, the Dockers already kind of set Grist up, letting you know just to expect 3 goons from Silent but Deadly. And can any of your friends or contacts provide insight for this operation? So since the Dockers kind of gave Grist the heads up, you have 2 dice now. And are there any enemies or rivals interfering in the operation?
No.
Anybody could be at this fight. So, but none that we know of. And other elements to consider? I don't think so. You are looking for...
Well, we're on the docks and we're friends with the Dockers.
Yes, that's not part of the consideration. You're getting help already. The thing is your target's very big target, well-known target. So
Big time.
So you got a 5. That's a mixed result. You're in a risky position when the action starts. So I'm going to say that, well,
It's
actually,
a fucking
He hasn't rolled 1 6 for us in any single episode.
that's, oh my God, I feel like I've said
So
this
far.
already. That's the game, man. You're usually against all odds in this game. Unless you get a 6.
But we're supposed to break your multiverse, not the other way around.
Not my multiverse. All right. So you're in a risky position. Mixed result. So the risky position is this, that you guys are, it's pretty much writes itself. You're asking for a very high target, person. So you're going to need to make sure that Grist is discreet with you, right? He's not like, oh, you're looking for Billy, like loud, like, like. Cool. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get to the fights. So this is a big fight. A lot of people expecting Boxcar Bob and Three Tooth Jack to have just a knockdown, drag out, crazy fight.
I can't wait to watch them fight.
There's people crowded all around. This takes place on a retired dock. So you're actually kind of like you're on that the ring itself is just ropes, very makeshift. And there are buildings around. Some look pretty dilapidated, and a lot of the poor folk have kind of just gathered on whatever they can, old pipes and stuff. They're sitting on it to watch the fight. Everybody's got a drink in their hand, everybody's hooting and hollering. There's people taking side bets. And then you have some buildings that have really nice balconies. And this is where sort of the higher end folks watch the fights. So you can notice, you see some folks from some of the cult gangs. You see some red sashes. You see some noble families, perhaps. So there's rich and poor come here and commingle to watch the fights. As you entered the dock to go and find Grist, somebody was very easy, it was very easy to find him because he's the one who takes all the money for the official bets for the fight. So as you walk up to Grist, he will greet you because he is expecting you.
Well, what have we here?
Oh, hey, you should be expecting us. We're that lovely gang, Silent but Deadly.
Oh, yes, the Dockers have told me about you coming.
Great, then you know why we're here, right?
That I do. However, it won't be that easy for you. Let's say I have a proposal for you.
What is it?
Well, there's a big fight tonight. I don't know if you heard about Three Tooth Jack and
Boxcar.
that's right, Boxcar Boxcar Bob.
Yeah, we heard of him. Yeah, it's a big fight. We got some money riding on this one.
Sorry, I've been up all night and it's been a rough day. Yes.
Tough job.
Well, so I hear you're looking for somebody.
Yeah.
No?
Yes. I said
Yes.
yeah.
Yes? No?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe so? Well,
If you know who we're looking for, we don't have to say his name out loud.
oh, I wouldn't do that around these parts. There's lots of curmudgeons around here, if you know what I mean.
Hey, curmudgeons, yes.
What's your
Yes.
favorite word, Anne?
I love that word.
I see we have something in common already.
Look,
So, in order to appreciate this fight so much, how about I get a little wager from you?
I would like it on Boxcar Bob.
Boxcar Bob.
Always underdog. That's who I like to go for, is the underdog.
Always go for the underdog, yeah.
Well, you know, Three-Tooth Jack, he says he's undefeated, which he is, and if you win, that could mean a healthy reward for you. So I'll take your bet, and if you do win, then I will tell you the whereabouts of the person you seek.
That's
Or
if,
at least point you in the right direction.
That's if Sidecar Bob. Boxcar Bob. Fuck every duck.
You know, Sidecar Bob, he hasn't fought since, well, since
Boxcar
that
Bob.
nasty incident with, you know.
The sidecar.
Yes. He had an auto fixation, you know. Okay, so is it agreed then?
We'll wager how many coin?
I suggest
2.
you wage 2 coins would be ideal.
Oh, we're just on the same wavelength.
Exactly.
2 coins, please. And then I reach into my satchel and I show you them. Like, so I got the 2 coins right here. It's not actual 2 coins.
Were
It's
they
like
in your
2 fuck-
secret booby pocket? Just whoop.
Yes, cash up front, that's how I operate.
I'm like, just to see, and then I close the satchel and then I hand it over. I was just letting him see first.
Okay.
Obviously, that
Look, but don't touch. Then touch immediately.
Yes.
I'm not a
I'll
teeth.
take the coin and stash it away in my dirty khakis.
Your fucking board shorts.
Very well then. Have a seat. Enjoy the fight. For it is about to begin.
Is it about to begin? Where are the fighters?
So,
Is there something you need to mention,
There's-
Avarice?
yeah, I mean, do you want to?
When are you going to chime in with the whole... You're the
Haven't
new
you
fighter?
people ever heard of shutting the goddamn door?
Shutting the goddamn door, yeah.
Well, number one, we just put 2 coin on a fire that we already know isn't going to be there.
Well,
I
don't
said
you
the
think
underdog.
that? Don't you think that Grist would have been like, well, actually, the fire didn't show up, fight's off. Yet he took your money.
That's a good point.
I'll let him explain that. You can ask about that.
Yeah. So we park next to Grist a little bit, and we wait for a time. Like, when's the fight going to start?
Any moment. The fighters are in the back. Getting ready.
Okay. Oh, I'm not going to tell him until it's too late. Because he got our 2 coins, sure, but he's going to lose a lot more coin on this fight if he just, like, prolongs it and then people get pissed.
You bet on the other guy, and if your guy doesn't show up, you lose immediately, and you don't get your information. All right, here, let me help out. So, all right. So the boxing match is about to begin, and lo and behold, Three-Tooth Jack and Boxcar Bob have entered the ring.
Is that Boxcar Bob or like the lookalike?
No, it's actually Boxcar Bob. In unrelated news, Sidecar Bob was horribly murdered in an alley just hours before the fights. On his way to buy milk. In
For his
retirement. Yeah, for his sick daughter.
Yeah. I was just buying milk for my sick daughter.
Hey, I'm gonna die. Will you please deliver this milk? My daughter.
It's milk with magnesia. She has bowel problems.
Bowel problems, the gout. Her mother died last week. Her uncle was supposed to get married. So now I'm gonna let
Anthony's fanning himself off.
I'm gonna
Seem
let-
to have a case of the vapors.
I'm gonna let Floyd manage the fight here.
Fucking glistening over there. Would you like to borrow my fan, but don't cut yourself?
And the fight is about to start.
What are you, Melina?
I remember last time I went on a crazy shopping spree for my, rest and stuff, and I got a fan on the edge with razors.
That's much more exciting than the fight. In this corner, you know him as the hierarchy of halitosis, the Duke of Dental Decay, often mistaken for the front row of a Willie Nelson concert. Give it up for 3 Tooth Jack! In the red trunks, straight from the rail yards of the Barrel Cleft, you know him, you love him, you'd be happy to pay for his therapy. It's Boxcar Bob! And Boxcar Bob comes out like a locomotive with a strong jab to the midsection. 3 Tooth Jack retaliates with a sweeping blow to the head. The two are neck and neck as the referee separates them and reminds them that there is no necking allowed. The two move back towards each other, with Bob pulling a swift move to the chops. Looks like Jack is reeling a bit from that one, but comes back with a crushing blow to the kneecap. Oh, that's gonna cause some chafing. And there's the bell. And what a round that was. The two combatants have moved to their corners. Looks like Jack is getting a nice rope floss from his manager, while Bob seems to have bruised his right hand a bit and is getting a clean wrap of tape on his hand. Okay, round 2, and 3 Tooth Jack comes skipping out as happy as a whore in a Viagra Quality Control Center. He throws a left to the face, then a right to the abdomen. Oh, Bob seems to be taking the blows pretty well, and his blocking game is definitely on point. In fact, he's not even throwing any punches. But wait, he pulls back with the right, and oh, it connects. Jack is now down, and it looks like he's not moving at all. Oh no, he's struggling. He's struggling, folks. Look at him. Oh, he's struggling so bad.
Stay down.
Stay down, you little bitch.
He's struggling so bad I don't even have any obscene reference to compare it to. And looks like, yep, he's not getting up. And ref is coming down to him. He's patting him on the back. He's making sure he's not dead. Oh, he's not dead. He's not dead, but he is definitely down. And there's the 1 count. There's the 2 count. And the 3 count. And the winner is Rail Car Bob.
Take that last part one more time.
Boxcar Bob.
Boxcar Bob. However, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we know it's been a fabulous fight. It's been excitement on the edge of your seat. But at this moment, may we please ask for just 10 minutes of silence for the memory of Sidecar Bob, who, as we know, left this world recently.
You ever like?
It was a sad thing. We all loved him. We all wished he could have fought some more.
You know, you ever do like something for like 20
You're
minutes of your day,
disrespectful right now.
and then like
Shut
somebody
up.
comes in and just completely destroys it and makes you look like an asshole? Hi, I'm Anthony.
All right, and that's tonight's main event, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you all for coming out, and don't forget there's pixie sticks and gummy worms in the concession stand still available, and you can pick them up at your convenience. And with the currency the way it is, you probably get them for free. Oh, speaking of gummy worms and pixie sticks, it looks like they're dragging 3 Tooth Jack out now, and he has no teeth. That's right, he got all 3 teeth knocked out. It looks like Jack is going to be in the retirement center, and he'll be working on sponge baths and handing out meds. It looks like he's done from fighting. Oh my goodness, what a blow that was. That's right. So that concludes this fight this evening. And next week, we've got 2 fabulous fighters coming for you.
You just make up names at this point. Yeah. That's right. Oversexed horse versus alien tits.
A bucket of wet gloves versus.
Wet glove.
Check us out next week as a sponge fights a starfish.
We've got Wet Gloves Waylon and Pedal Car Pete will be here.
Pedal car Pete.
Piddle Pants Pete.
You're gonna kill him too, aren't you?
Oh, probably. I kill everyone.
Yes, he hates the cars.
And I fuck everyone.
I hate the people.
Well, actually, no, you do both.
Okay, so now where are we?
Oh, let's
So
go
now
collect our
you guys are
money.
So the
You
three
guys
of
are
us.
sitting together with Grist, so
Oh, damn it. I was going to
You
say
guys
the
are-
3 of us are going to do like a little Wizard of the Oz skip over to Grist.
So you were sitting with him, and you notice Grist is noticeably just deflated. Not only did he lose
He doesn't
what should have been a
sound
sure bet,
deflated.
huh?
Doesn't sound very deflated.
He
Sounds-
didn't call the fight.
He's professional.
That was an announcer. He was just sitting with you.
Yeah, idiot. Ugh.
That was Christ, actually.
Chris goes by Christ. So
Was our Lord and
you
Savior.
notice he's pretty deflated. Not only I'm Steven Tylering this thing.
It was Jeebus Christo. I told you he'd make an appearance.
All right.
He just grabbed the mic.
So, all right, you notice he's deflated. Grist is deflated next. Not only did he lose a lot of money tonight on the underdog, he's sitting next to some of the people that shouldn't have picked him, right? But also, Three-Tooth Jack is now his biggest moneymaker is retired. That's pretty devastating to Grist.
Tough loss, Grist, but you know, I'm not too upset
GG.
about it.
Well, a deal's a deal. Here's your money. And I'll show you where your man is.
Are you gonna draw us a picture of it, or are you gonna take us there?
No.
You can just tell us to, and I'll write it down in my handy dandy
Dream-
notebook.
Dream journal.
I'm going to point you in the way, and then I want you out of here.
Oh, you're being a little bit of a sore loser, and I understand it's still a fresh wound.
See that box up there in the stands?
You want us all 3 to look at the same time?
No, one at a time. You first, you first, you first.
All right, I look up. All right.
All right, Mr. Sex, do it.
That there's...
That was so weird. What is that? What was that
That was a
look?
Weevil bobblehead.
Why are we
I'm
doing
just- I'm
physical movements on an audio medium?
Because it's funny.
it's the winking episode all over again.
It's like nothing I've seen a human body do before. Yes, that box up there, that belongs to your boy Billy. You may find him there still. He's been watching the whole fight this whole time. Now be off.
Is it the box with the red sashes?
Hey,
So he-
Grist. And I hold out my hand a little bit, but not really touch him. I'm really sorry for your loss, bud. Thank you for your help. Bud.
I appreciate that, but I'd appreciate your horse much more.
And how?
Now fuck off.
And a unicorn scarf.
How about would you accept
he knows too much.
would you accept a pussy coupon? I have one for you.
20% off merch.
20% off merch.
It's not shop soiled, is it?
Oh no. No. Fresh biscuits.
Fresh biscuit.
Fresh biscuits.
Now you're talking my language. Are they grands?
Well, they're no Pillsbury Doughboys, right? So
It's Bisquick without the eggs.
As long as they're unfrosted.
Until you're done. Yes. Yeah.
Now, Grist, one more question.
Grist, can I be a fighter?
I just wanted him to turn back the microphone.
We're getting used to it.
Now, I believe that since we bet on the undercard fighter, that would have been 3-1 odds, right? For our 2 coin?
A 2 coin?
Yeah, 3-1 odds.
That sounds good to me.
Okay, 6 coins total.
Don't make me do math, boy.
That's barely math.
I'm a promoter, not freaking scientist, mathematician.
Well, we have a leech for that. What do you think? 3 times 2? That's
Good, ask him.
Oh,
Six.
that's
That's
9.
6.
It's 9.
So if you add 3 and 3, you no longer need multiplication at that point. Let's hurry this along. Okay. So 6 coin for our gang.
No, the bet was for 2 coin.
Times
wasn't-
3.
It wasn't for 2 coin for each of you. I don't recall saying that in my agreement.
3-1 odds.
The bet was for 2 coin.
So we bet 2 coin, and if we win, we get our money back.
You get his money too.
Which is
4 coin.
So you get 4 coins total, but you spent 2 today.
You get 6.
oh, so it's just 2-1 odds then. Jesus, you fucking
Can we just tell how much money we want?
God! I feel like
If you're unhappy with that deal,
no, it's fine. 4
There's
coin is fine.
free
That's a
gummy
month's
worms at the
wages,
concessions.
apparently. To John Harper, that's a month's wages, so that's fine. This is not a critique show, guys. Let's keep it.
Avarice.
This
If
is a
We
good
can
system.
finally
if
take.
I were you, I might hurry up to the box before your guy
Chris has a
takes
point.
off.
Oh shit! And then afterwards, we can take our fuckcation because we can afford it now.
Okay.
You had me at fuckcation.
So Grist pointed up at a box that you already kind of, or at least Mr. X would have noticed, because there are a few different balconies that are up there with people watching the fight.
What does Billy the butthole look like?
Okay, well, give me a second here. So the box that he pointed at has Red Sashes in it. Red Sashes is another gang. They are descendants of an ancient Eruvian sword training temple. They have built such a temple in Duskville where they train other sword fighters who join the Red Sashes. They're also into making drugs. They have alchemists, they have leeches of their own, and they're some of the best in Duskville. Their commander runs the Red Circle, which is the most decorated Red Sashes in the temple. The thing about the Red Sashes is they are, let's say, most of the notables' kids. So Billy has kind of kindred spirits there, right? They're all with a penchant for high-end entertainment and vice, drugs and pleasure are their trade. And, so they kind of pal around with Billy because he's one of them, but not one of them, right? Brother from another mother. So, anyway, that's where he points up there, and it looks like they're still in there partying and celebrating. Some are celebrating, some aren't. But I think everybody's still reeling from Three Tooth Jack retiring. So, he pointed up at that box. You guys are making your way up there. It's not hard. The crowd's kind of...
I went there too. I just saw Terry Crews in my head, not a sponsor, just singing the song.
Making my way up.
I don't get it, but yeah.
Oh, it's white girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Terry Crews. I wish he was a sponsor, but he's not.
That would be cool.
I want
So-
Terry Crews on the podcast.
Ooh. Playing like a
Terry Crews.
paladin.
If you're listening,
Yep.
I'd love
Just
to have
wanna
you.
see
You're
his-
welcome.
I just want to see his chest.
Anthony will pay for your flight.
Hell yeah, I would.
I'd love to talk shop about like diet plans. Anyways, back to our podcast.
So,
In the box.
there's a box
With the red sashes.
It's my dick in the box. Not a
Mhm.
sponsor.
with the red sashes. And the crowd is dissipating, right? Everybody's kind of collecting money. They're going towards Grist, who is not looking forward to that. And, moving around. They're after them free gummy worms. They're just, nobody's paying attention to you. You're able to sneak right into the entrance of that building with the balcony with the sashes. And again, some of them are celebrating and some of them are not celebrating up in that room. And you can hear there's people up there for sure.
Could I do a flashback with Mr. X?
Uh-oh.
Of course.
Here we go.
I feel like it would be in your best interest to do a flashback with Mr. X instead of Mr. X doing a flashback without you.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, I need him. Okay, Mr. X, I need you.
heard that before.
I'm gonna say we knew that he's gonna go to the fight, right? But we don't know which box there was. Is there a way that me and Mr. X could have made our way in there before and essentially put a trigger bomb in every box? Yeah, Mr. X, is there a way that we could do that?
I mean,
Where we'll number them. There's probably only like 20 boxes.
Does he have that technology? It's not. He doesn't have like.
well, what's the technology of the world? Do they have radio and stuff like that?
Let's listen to the
No,
intro
remember they have printing press.
by the talented Brian Lynn.
Well,
They
real
have
quick.
printing presses, simple electricity. Remember they have
They have
and
boxcars.
They have boxcars. And they have electricity like going obviously to the gate and to the lamps. That's why the lamp jacks are like a very disgruntled gang. They used to light the lamps. But that's, not like today's technology where you're going to be like, I have a remote and I'm going to blow up all these bombs. Like it. not
Actually,
like that.
according to the early 2000s Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes, they did in that time.
Oh,
not a
yes.
sponsor.
All right, so
Yes.
no, what you do is have an electricity wire that runs down between each one, right? And all we have to do is take this like flip switch and hook it up to that one wire that it's hanging to that according box, and then we can take it. The green wire goes in the wire positive and negative, and to the whatever Mr. X fucking does. I don't fucking know. There's probably a finger in it. I don't know. And then you flip the switch to that particular. I mean, it probably takes them 5 minutes.
Well, I see where she's going with this. Basically, every booth will have its own
Dick in a box?
independent bomb
Yeah.
of some sort wired
Yeah.
to be blended in with, I'm assuming, some sort of lamppost or
Well, so
whatever's
these
nearby.
are, I will say, yes, that's possible, right? Anything's possible. But these are all
When you're with Christ.
these are all boxes that are built into, they're part of buildings, they're balconies in buildings. So you would have had to break into each of these buildings to set that up. And these might be businesses or somebody's home or, a warehouse belonging to somebody or something like that.
So
Don't blow up me place.
I think that would be one where, that's a really high cost flashback if we decide to do something like that. Because you're basically like, I went and wired this whole place without being seen or noticed or causing trouble. That's a whole other job. I don't know.
So how about,
all right,
It's a lot of masturbating for me.
all right, never mind.
Yeah.
If we blow up that
well,
many
so
people.
how about I can make remote bombs? So I could just make a remote bomb that would release paralysis powder, mist,
A remote bomb that's still
or
wired.
like a timer bomb.
You don't have
I
remote
guess.
control
like
stuff.
a timer bomb,
Yeah.
an egg timer.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do something like that.
Okay.
If it takes any longer, you're going to need an egg
So do you
calendar.
have it with you or what?
Well, part of the flashback, I can make one and have Ann hold it.
Okay, so you're holding a bomb.
I actually have 2. Guess
Okay.
where they're stashed?
The egg timers are with the eggs. All right, so you have 2. Your flashback is specifically you wanted Mr. X to build 2 egg timer type bombs that are going to release a
Paralysis
paralysis
mist.
This is your favorite mist. Okay.
Well, and the other question is, when? The other question is, when does this flashback happen where you plant the bombs?
Well, they didn't plant bombs anymore. She just has them.
Yeah. We
Okay,
changed
so you
it.
just,
Yes,
that's right.
So
That's right, they're in the egg.
that
Okay.
plan blew up in my face.
We made it more believable.
It's not the first time that's happened, though.
Yeah.
During
Okay.
this episode, that one of our fucking members had just a plan, just blow up in his face, right?
Yeah. I mean, like,
Okay.
honestly, most likely the bomb's not going to fucking work if Mr. X made it anyways. So it's fine.
Ooh.
The shot is
All right.
fired.
All right. But I do not suggest Mr. X throw it. I would suggest that Avarice do the hucking.
So, okay, when you stated your job, though, just making sure, you planned to kidnap this guy, not blow him up. And so this bomb is paralyzing
Yeah, it's
spray.
not an explosive bomb. It's
Right.
going to release
You
Yep.
like to paralyze people.
paralyzing
Not
chemicals.
killed.
It's kind of your thing now. All right. So you're going to
Being so meta, Sean.
right. We're going to. I mean, what are you doing then? That is what you're doing. You're gonna. The flashback was having the 2 bombs.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. So I think we're going to do 1 stress for that. Whoever wants to take that.
I'll take it since it was my fucking 20-minute hurdle of getting there. Sorry.
We'll cut some of that.
Thanks.
Save you.
Spinks.
Okay. So you have 2 bombs. Anyway, you're going up the stairs.
going up the stairs.
Going up the stairs. All right. So do we is there a curtain that separates it? Do we just slightly drop it in and drop it and kick it in and just wait on either side until it's all done? It's a door. Cellar door. Knock, knock. Who's there? Beverages. We should grab some complimentary gummy worms and pretend that we're delivering the complimentary gummy worms.
And some booze, because they probably want that more than gummy bears.
Drown their sorrows a little bit.
Yep.
It's gummy worms, not bears.
On the fly thinking.
Bears don't exist. It doesn't even happen.
so they probably prefer the pixie sticks.
The pixie sticks.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Those
Yes,
things
the
we-
finer things.
The things we used to snort back in middle school.
Or I'm literally just gonna make a shut up tray where it's got gummy worms, it's got pixie sticks, and it's got ale and some vodka.
And you can put the bombs under the cloth on the tray, on the cart.
How about when I deliver it?
Now there's a cart. How'd you get a fucking cart up the stairs? You guys are still in a half woke flashback.
No, when I
What if there's a cart, man?
when I deliver the shit, just kick it in with me, and I make my way out after I drop it in.
Okay. Now, if you would have played your flashback correctly,
Oh, please tell me how to do this
Please
game.
DM number 2.
you. I guess I'm taking that role. I'm sorry.
Great.
I would have had Mr. X replace the pixie stick powder with something else.
Oh, fuck. Why didn't I think of that?
Because you're not DM number 2.
I guess.
Too late now, though.
All right, well, yeah, that's
Flashback number 2.
Well, we don't do anything the smart way.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, silent but deadly, not smart but deadly.
It's a very ironic name.
yeah. All right, so you've got so it's egg timers, or is it pixie sticks?
Go with egg timers.
All right,
Right.
more can go wrong with that. I like it. The other one's too direct. Avarice
Again.
wants to fight. Let's not just
Again.
knock him out.
All right. So all right. So I have the tray. I hand it to Avarice for a second. I'm like, hold this shit. And then I reach into my breasts and I pull out the egg timers and then I hand them immediately to Mr. X. Hold these motherfuckers. And then I was like, you set the time for I don't know, about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I don't know. When I go in there with these, it's going to be a big hoopla. You kick them in, motherfucker. Yeah, great. Right. So then I grab it and then just walk behind me, Mr. X. Right? Are you
He's already
following
set
me?
the timers.
Oh shit! All right, so I open open the door. Does it open? I'm gonna say it opens.
No. So what is with you guys? No, it doesn't just open.
You've never done it this early in the day. We're not quite that drunk yet.
I know, right? All right, so no, you knock on the door and a red sash opens the door slightly and looks out and says, "Who's there?"
Oh, my hands are full with beverages, pixie sticks, complimentary gummy worms, pixie sticks.
Sent from Grist.
Sent from Grist. Wants to congratulate some of the winners. And he's licking his wounds right now.
Well, you won't find any winners here. Hey guys, there's snacks. What snacks? Yeah. All right, come on in.
All right, so I walk in. Hey guys, party's here. I set the stuff down. I'm like, enjoy the pixie sticks. They're great, complimentary. And then I walk back out.
Hey, where you going? We thought you were the snacks.
That's funny. This snack is for winners only, and I moonwalk out.
All right, so they shut the door on you, and they are eating their snacks.
I'm
and you hear discussion in there, and yeah.
So when the door was open and they were distracted by
Snacks.
snacks with tits,
Yeah.
Mr. X just kind of tucked him in behind the door. Like, didn't really throw him in because they're pretty big radius. So you
Yeah.
just put him close to the door off to the side so they wouldn't really notice something else coming in.
So are they sitting there going,
Of course they are. Of course they are.
But they're talking, they're drinking, they're snacking. They're not going to hear it.
sure, DM. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not going to hear it.
Minority.
Now, you guys tell me, what do they do next, fuckers?
Hey, you're the one that said you're the one that said this game's a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
We're conversing.
Right. Yeah. Okay, well, you can't talk for all of us. That's my job.
And Floyd's.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so how long does it take to go off?
I set him for like 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. So then it goes off. Okay. So roll for wreck.
I help you. Oh my god.
Okay, and then I'm going to stress
so
myself
bad at it.
so I have 4 dice so far.
I mean, should we do 5?
No.
Confident in 4.
Confident with 4.
Right.
How bad
Could be another Sidecar Bob situation.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't even have to roll for that one. That one just
I
fucked
know.
me.
I
That
was
one
like,
just
hey, you did it, buddy.
that one just snuck up and bit me like Forrest Gump. Not
Oh,
sponsored.
boy. Here we go. I
Something
might end up having to
bit
take a
me.
devil's bargain.
Something bit me. Lieutenant
Fuck.
Dan. That's
4 is the best.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
Well,
we all knew that was
I
going
have to take a
happen.
devil's bargain before I do it, right?
No.
No, you can do it after. So, by the way, I apologize, I didn't set up. It was a risky position, right? And a 4 means you do it. There's a consequence. You suffer harm. A complication occurs, or you have reduced effect, and you end up in a desperate position.
Well, what's the devil's bargain again? Because I want this to work.
4 once.
Oh yeah, huh? It's like every bomb right now.
It's like his
He had
bomb.
4 dice. It should have worked. All right, let me think of a good devil's bargain here.
Kind of was even like, should we give him a 5th one? No.
So,
He's got this. He can't fuck up every single bomb he ever does.
right, yeah. Egg timer's genius.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Where the fuck is it?
All right, so Anthony, what exactly would you say would be a good result for you? Like the egg timers go off and all of the people in that room are paralyzed completely?
Yes.
A bad thing would someone go underneath the door and one of us would become paralyzed.
I would
Right.
say that he didn't set it for 30 seconds, but he set it for 30 minutes.
Jesus.
That's fucked up. Still works, but
Yeah.
it's
He
not.
still paralyzes everyone in that
Yeah,
room,
yeah.
but
But
we're
okay,
kinda just
here's
standing around like-
all right. Chatter. All right, so here's what's gonna happen. Here's your deal. It goes off, but while you're going down the stairs to be like, see, it fucking worked. I heard it. It's going off. It's fogging in the room. Billy Strangford is coming up the stairs with his own tray of pixie sticks and gummy worms.
Perfect. I'm going to Sparta kick that bitch down the stairs.
Do you take the deal?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, as you're watching your work and you're looking there, be like, see, it fucking worked. Billy's coming up the stairs and he's got his snacks and he stops and he sees you guys and he pauses and he drops the tray and he starts to run.
And I get my sweet ass down those stairs super fast. And chase. Wait, Billy, you forgot to pay your tab. Your boys had their way with me and they didn't pay.
That's funny. It only took, I was gone 2 minutes.
That's all I take.
So it was 4 of them. Oh God. He's
You
still
should see
running.
these forearms.
How far away is he?
I mean, he just bolted out the door, the stairwell, so he's out in the crowd now. Probably, you could throw a rock and hit him.
Well, but he's in public now.
Yes. I mean, devil's bargain, right?
Right. That sucks.
Well, the good news is he had a bunch of red sashes with him, and now he's alone.
Right.
Am I the only ones fucking following?
no, I give
No.
chase.
Yeah, we all need to run after him.
Yeah. And I'm kind of like, running on the crowd. I kind of side skirt the little stairs, what's ever left, and I land on somebody's shoulders, and I'm kind of just running through it like that.
Okay, I would like you, since I can't reach it, I'd like you to draw a 3-pie clock.
A 3
Three
pie.
slice pie clock. I don't know how else to
No,
describe
no
that.
more, no more quad clock. Just
It's a
a
click.
Oh no, it's
Triclock?
well because you're chasing a very well-known guy, a noble, in public. It's not going to take long for people to take notice of that. So we're starting the clock with one piece filled in
Peace.
because you're out in the open right now.
I'm not an
But
artist.
the good news. Oh no, it's fine.
And I'm also drawing behind me.
So again, for the listener, a clock is just telling the group here how long they have before they either fail or something else happens. So they have started chasing Billy Strangford in at the boxing match, right, where people are dissipating. So I guess
And I'm running on top of the crowd, so I'm actually going faster than he is.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, not a sponsor.
Yeah. So he's not very fast. I mean, he's not, but he's fit. So
Yeah, but noblemen tend to wear high heels.
And that little white wig thing. He's a powdered wig on.
he has a powder.
How noble?
And a garter belt.
Yeah. And a girder. Yeah. You see him like undo it and throw it at you. Oh, now I can run faster. Take that, you ruffians.
Okay.
So he runs into, he tries to like push people in your way and stuff like that, a la any action movie you've ever seen. And he's going to run into a pub. And you're right behind him. You could have almost grabbed him when he turned corner into the doorway. So when you enter there, you're going to see him trying to run towards the back.
Okay, flashback. And this one's actually going to work this time, and we're not just going to side skirt it.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Sidecar
Keep recording.
bomb.
This will be good.
Yeah, right? Keep this one in.
Yeah.
So
this
far,
is going to be a good one.
So far, we're batting for 0.
So, a couple days before the boxing match, I scout out the area, all the pubs and everything, and all the region around the docks to see what is there. Right? Flashback in. I know that there's a back door to this pub, and I go in through the back door while these two go in the front.
Nice. I like when I broke your flashbacks. Because that's what we're doing. No. All right, perfect. Yes, that will cause you 1 stress, please.
Okay.
And
That could also be the name of our, after we wrap this, oops, we have a flashback.
Oops, we have a flashback. So you go to cut him. You see where he's going. You go to cut him off, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So and you two are running through the pub.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
All right. So you get to the back pretty much as before these guys get out there, and Billy is cornered behind the building, and it's mano-y-mano right now.
With me?
Yes.
Oh, that poor bastard.
And he's just out of breath like, what do you want?
To me?
Yes.
You're alone with him.
Oh, I'm alone
Yeah,
with him.
we're not quite there yet.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I
Sorry,
don't
sorry,
run
sorry.
that fast.
Who are you? Brawny man?
They
Dark
call-
man?
Don't be racist.
I say it as I see it.
It's
I'm
gonna
scared.
gonna cost you a couple fingers.
They call me
Fuck.
Ron Tater Salad Wet.
My fingers, what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For your racism.
You want money? What do you want? Leave me alone.
No, we want you, and we have you now.
We? And then right then.
We. Fuck. You.
Oh my God, no. No, please, I have money.
How are you so out of breath?
I'm a virgin in this way. Oh God.
You ran on hard ground. I was running on squishy people's heads and shoulders and shit.
I just let that one slide too. He totally jumped on people's heads, killed at least 5.
That's how I'm gonna play every single game from now on. I'm just gonna do shit, and if you call me out on it, be like, okay, no, I didn't. I just did regular.
Okay, and you're there.
Yeah, I assume if Anne's there now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, do you run?
Do you
as
make an
fast as
entrance?
me?
Do you?
I'm just gonna run right up to him.
The awkward guy.
He's
Then
still
what?
mourning the loss of his egg timers.
Oh yeah.
You push your bottom jaw out. Just,
Well, they still work this time, just not as intended.
Okay, so out of the pub, behind him come two more red sashes, who obviously must have seen the chase or whatever. And they are behind you as well, and they have drawn their swords. Hey, leave him alone.
Oh, hey. Wow.
Hey, you,
It's Owen Wilson.
leave him alone.
No, you
It's-
leave us alone,
Owen and Luke Wilson.
and I will give you this shiny coins.
Perhaps you don't know who you chase. That is mere trinket to what he would offer and has offered for our services. I suggest you go. And they both draw their swords out, which are not like, we're going to slice you in half swords. They're the fucking fencing swords.
The rapiers, like what I have.
All right, and then
Sorry, I didn't mean to like downgrade them.
I'm like,
That's
look.
not a rapier, dude. That's,
I'm like,
that's something else.
Watch
Yours-
out
Yours are
behind.
rapiers, theirs aren't.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, watch out behind you. There's badgers. Does it work?
One kind of looks, the other one looks at him like, you fucking idiot. What are you doing?
And while they're looking at each other and behind them, I'm gonna like put my sword to like.
How are you behind them?
What? Would you let me finish, Anne? For fuck's sake, I'm gonna put my
finished
sword
first.
behind. No?
Look at me, I'm on the building now.
I'm gonna put my sword to our main subject's throat.
Oh,
To-
you're
to
behind him.
Strangford.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
Strangford.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Billy.
Perfect. I
So-
like that positioning.
Billy
Billy's
grabs your arm and breaks it. Just kidding.
oh my god.
He grabs your arm, clenching it, and you can see he's noticeably wetting himself right now. Do something! Do something! Look at this! And they just kind of like, oh shit. And they put their swords up in the air and they kind of put their hand up like, hey, friend, don't be crazy. That's Billy Strangford. You don't want to, do this.
So am I still in front of him, or did you reposition him?
So yeah, you're still in front of him. Like it's goes me, him, you two, those two.
Okay. So I still have a vial of standstill poison, and I want to shove it in his mouth and fucking make him.
What does
bite
the
it.
standstill do?
It's paralytic poison.
It makes him stand
should've
still.
Makes him stand still. So you put something in his mouth.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I want him to bite down on the vial, because it's just thin glass.
So you just like shove it in and then hit his chin. Like
Basically.
make him do that.
Yeah.
It's glass. That's
Yeah.
fucked up administration. Damn.
He's not.
We're not heroes, ladies and gentlemen.
He's not Dr. X. He's Mr. X.
So he just screams, oh god, oh god. And the other two are like, oh fuck, what is happening right now? Are you seeing this? Look, man. Like, you're what do you want? Leave him alone.
Oh, I have what I want.
I want you to pick up your swords and kill each other, or he dies.
So they both look at each other and they're like, I'm in over my head, man. The other one's like, I'm gonna go tell my dad. He's
All right,
like, I don't know
all
what to do.
I don't know exactly how to do this because I haven't used it yet. Can I use mesmerize on one of them and forget what's happened until they see me next?
Ooh.
So how does that work exactly?
Read it.
You may.
Read it out loud.
When you sway someone, you may cause them to forget that it's happened until they next interact with you.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I need to fucking sway them.
So you have to do a roll. And both of them? Can you do two people?
It says
Can you
someone.
do two at a time, Ian?
Can you handle
Honestly,
that?
personally, in real life, no.
Yeah. Okay.
In the game, Fortuna probably she's probably gonna do that. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and expend it's a sway, and I have two of them. But I also would like a stress to get an extra one,
I'll help you.
and Anthony O'Neill's gonna help me.
Otherwise known as Avarice.
My dad owns
Avarice.
that one ship. He's going to be so pissed. Billy's dad was supposed to,
All right, my top one's 5,
Okay.
which is pretty good. I mean, and 2 4s and a 3. So take that, Mr. X. Learn how to fucking roll a little bit better.
Oh, if I could have got a
All right, so
little
it's
more
the same
help.
thing. It's you do it.
You had 4 fucking.
The pasty's the best. So you do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer harm, complication occurs, or you have reduced effect. So I will say the one who was being like, my dad owns the big boat out there, and I'm totally going to tell him. And then he just shuts up, and it works. The other guy is like, bro. And he runs away. And the other one's still standing there like, Billy, what's up, dude?
Wait, so the guy that is not mesmerized is running right now.
He ran away. Yeah, he went.
He's running right now.
They were at the doorway, right? And so they're both standing there like, oh shit. And then he grabbed the dude. He shoved a thing in his mouth, and
So-
you mesmerized them, and they never really came at you. They were just standing there with their swords.
So I'm gonna go after the guy that got away.
And then I'm going to take care of
So
Billy.
you let Billy go.
He has
No.
standstill poison in his mouth, so I don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah, and then me and Mr. X are going to take care of that.
Yeah, we're taking it back to the sin bin.
And
Okay.
with my now expert knowledge of this area,
Now it's expert knowledge.
because of my flashback that worked this time,
Right? Yes.
I think I should be able to navigate the streets well enough to track him down before he gets fully away.
We're so angsty this
I
episode.
know. I don't. I like. Hey, I'm your friend, guys.
I love you so much.
Jesus. So look,
I'm not
yes,
mad at all.
hey
I don't
man,
hold a grudge.
it would all be nice, right, if we knew every street and where this guy was going. So he took off. You go after him. You're pretty fast, so he's leaving the pub as you get into the pub. Now we kind of have two scenes going on here, but let's let them leave, and then what are you guys doing?
We're taking him back to the laboratory.
But first I'm going to go ahead and use my makeup kit and stuff to kind of disguise him. So when I take off that powdered wig.
He doesn't have a powdered wig.
Oh, I'm so confused. I thought that was a thing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take off one of my fucking, one of my jackets, and I'm going to switch it to the more common side. 'Cause it's two
Not the
color.
party side.
Not the party
common
side. The common side. Put the sequins inside. And I want to kind of like drape that cloth maybe over his back and stuff, and just I'm gonna buy a bottle of booze while we're at that pub, and just act like we're just a bunch of drunk tards going on through the street to the sin bin. Oh man, that fight was crazy, right? Oh man, this guy lost so much money. He's so drunk.
Okay, so you're basically disguising him, which is smart, to
Thank
get
you.
him back to the sin bin.
I'm very smart.
And he's paralyzed, so who's carrying him?
Obviously me.
It's both me and him. He's
Obviously.
Unless she's got a gaggle of whores with her.
you're
Whores assemble!
like a Xena. So I mean, I figure like either one of us have each arm like.
Oh yeah,
underneath
like
him.
you're walking a drunk guy home.
Yeah, I mean, like much like when I fell in the street and I had
So
to
it's a
crawl my way
long
to the
walk,
sidewalk.
but you're gonna probably find transport or something.
We'll
I'm guessing.
pick up an Ubre,
There you go.
maybe.
Ubre.
Ubre Chevalier.
We're starting to make Dustful sound like Far, Far Away in Shrek. Like everything's a parody of modern technology.
I prefer Lorft to Ubre.
Lorft.
Oh yeah, I like Lorft
So
too.
you hail a Lorft and you get your ass back to your place. All right. So meanwhile, the chase is going. This red sash is running out of the bar, and people are looking at him like, what the fuck, dude? Like, oh, God, these fucking red sashes.
Meanwhile, I'm kind of running in the shadows and on top of buildings, and like it's like a
Swinging with your
swing
batarang.
with
Shut
my
the fuck
batarang. I'm going all Dark Knight on him.
Yeah. Actually, I get my Z28. I fucking run him down.
So no, I'm running behind him, but like kind of
Yeah.
with my hood up, so like no one can recognize me as
Yeah.
I'm following him, and I managed to turn him into like a little side street that I know has no outlet.
Okay.
And I corner him. And as I'm walking towards him, I say, I am beyond you. About as far beyond you as you are to an ant. And then I kill him.
I think there's a roll.
So anyway, no, you say that, and he says, well, then have at you, bro. He pulls his sword out.
What sword? He dropped his sword.
No, he didn't.
He
You
did.
just because you say it happened doesn't make it so.
Okay, we should start this new thing with us. If we say something happened or somebody said something and they did, then they have to apologize beginning at the next turn. I swear that you said they both dropped their swords when I put my
No,
sword
they
to
put
the...
their swords up, I said, in their hands.
I apologize then.
That's okay.
Start it now.
Okay. Have at you, bro.
Have at me. Fine.
So he pokes you in the neck and you die.
No, I'm going to attack him with my twin rapiers.
Ooh, and so he sees you're also a sword fighter, but he does like a tricky little spins the sword and whatnot, trying to intimidate you because he comes from the Red Sash's school of swordplay, right? So he thinks he's the shit.
And then I just pull out a musket and shoot him.
Indiana Jones.
And then you say, "I'll be back."
No, I was quoting
Indiana
that.
Jones.
Oh, okay.
He's only seen out the ones.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And he was even wearing a red sash. And
Oh,
damn it.
man.
All right, so I'm gonna roll for.
Never mind. He pulls out a scimitar.
I'm gonna push myself. So I'm gonna roll this skirmish.
How many dice are you?
I'm
doing?
rolling 4.
Nice.
6. Oh my god.
One,
So I rolled
2, 6.
1, 1, 2, 6.
Holy shit. All right. So
Scared me.
I'm going to say that obviously this was a risky position because you're in a one-on-one combat, but so you do it, right? So go ahead and describe you know what, Anthony? You get to describe the whole fight.
Okay, here
I'm
we
gonna
go.
shut up. I'm going to let Floyd comment.
And he's swinging left, and he's swinging right.
He's reliving his days as rail car, sidecar, whatever car he was.
Give me 1 minute, okay? We're gonna do the. I'll write this down.
Oh, see that. Now he's doing things the way I was doing things. You need a moment.
He was so impressed. Like, that was so impressive.
Yeah,
We're like,
now I want to start like preparing myself for things instead of just showing up the line, improving most of it.
you
And I'm
mean
not just
a
doing
little
it for.
foreplay.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
that's the only. I mean, not foreplay.
You gotta
because
take notes first.
That's the thing I only do.
It's like, okay, I'm done. It's like, wait a minute.
Right.
Wow.
So we left off with Sean saying that the enemy was doing this little flourish thing, and I just kind of chuckle, laugh, and then kind of move into the kill, easily overpowering him, right? And like I kind of back him into the corner and I kick him in the stomach. He doubles over, gets pissed off, and kind of backswings with his rapier, slashing me in my face.
Whoa.
Just a little cut, but I touched my hand to my cheek and I was like, "My beautiful face." And then it's just a cut scene of the guy's face just in horror as I'm walking towards him, and then the face is now in my hand, or the head is now in my hand as I'm walking out of the alley.
Whoa. So,
And for some reason, there's an explosion behind you.
Yeah.
Yep, there's got to be an explosion. Yeah.
are you saying that you decapitated him
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
because he cut you?
Because he cut my face.
Yeah, and the rest of the body just spontaneously
So you
combusted.
sawed his head in half
Oh, yeah.
and it's fucking just right off.
Swallow your food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
come on, chew.
Now, it's a rapier, so it's not an easy cut off. I had to whack it
So-
Right.
quite a few times.
Are you,
He's like sawing at
on
it.
a percentage, how covered are you in blood right now?
Pretty.
That's
Do you want to say something? Well,
Okay.
like 50%.
So, I would say you should take his sash and his sword.
Okay.
It's the equivalent of cutting off a Dothraki ponytail.
Okay. So I take his. Does this help the story at all if I do this? Sure.
I mean, you could probably.
It's entertaining.
You just made an enemy.
All right. So I take his sash and I wrap his head in it. I just kind of throw it over, like, and his rapier, and I just kind of do like a little hobo stick, you know, like.
Nice.
That's not going to draw any attention.
No.
No, probably won't.
Big trail of blood dripping off
You could.
of it.
It's fine. We'll get some heat. We'll back some heat off. It's fine.
Okay. That is what happens.
It's getting hot in here.
All right, so I think this is a
So
good
take
place to
off all their
stop.
sashes.
We've got you've just made a very powerful enemy, right? You've killed a red sash.
Nobody knows that.
One of them.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you do with the other one? He was mesmerized. He's still there.
He's mesmerized.
He's just still like, bro, sir, do you need help, bro?
Yeah, he has no idea what just happened.
Yeah, he's still just there.
Until
He forgot what happened
Yep. So
until he sees me next,
so he's in the
Until
bar
he
getting
sees you
shit-faced.
which hopefully won't be soon.
and
Sean's gonna go ahead and keep that in his fucking corner pocket.
And no one knows.
The target's over the sin bin because we got away with it. We called a loft carriage.
A Lorft,
A
I
Lorft,
believe.
a
Brand
Lorft carriage.
is a sponsor. Lorft. Lorft. Brought to you by Lorft.
We need to do
Need a
some-
lift? Get a Lorft.
We need some fake commercials.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Like in the Aquabats. Gloopy presents.
yeah. Okay, so
Wark Mulberg.
to
and
tie it all up
Lorft
here, we've got one dead red sash and
that no one knows about.
right, but you have taken his sash and his sword, which is an awesome way to kill a red sash. It just de-honors them so bad. And we also have Billy Strangford, who is a high-profile kidnapping. Who you I'm gonna say you successfully got him back in your Lorf. This Lorf driver was like, no questions asked, you know, like he's like, I gotta keep my Lorf.
He probably offered us like a little bottle of water too. Like,
Yeah.
complimentary gummy worm.
Yeah,
Oh no, we're full.
So yeah, you got him back successfully, and the red sash is dead. The other one forgets you until he sees you again. So very good. Well, thank you, Floyd, for joining us, dude.
Yeah.
It's been my pleasure and honor, actually. So, and it was a hell of a lot of fun. So, let's do it again real soon, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you're literally like in our neck of the woods. That's great.
Yeah. Well, in an hour
Basically,
we're gonna do our fuck the DM. So,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta
Stay
stick
tuned
around
for
for that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
and also a special thanks to Shane Ivers of Silverman Sound Studios for the music used in this episode. You can check the episode description for the songs used and his website details.
Thank you for listening to Oops, We Broke the Multiverse podcast. We were playing Blades in the Dark, published by Evil Hat Productions. Our intro and outro music was provided by Major Powers and the Lo-Fi Symphony. You can hear more of their music on Spotify. The introduction was voiced by our multi-talented friend Brian Linds. You can find him on Instagram at Cult Classic Posters. I'm Anthony O'Neill. I was playing Avarice. Mr. X was played by Anthony Gaba. Our Game Master and NPCs was played by Sean Cruz. And of course, our special guest tonight was AnnMare Cruz. She was playing Fortuna. She's an amazing illustrator, tattoo artist, and nerd. You can follow her on Instagram at AnnMare Cruz. That's at AnnMarecruz.
I